Stop and Frisk, rebranded. They're selling it to you again. Let's put the picture up full mass. Yeah, we knew what this would eventually happen. New York Mayor Adams, NYPD neighborhood safety teams, that's what they're calling the new Stop and Frisk program. They are now given charge with keeping illegal guns off of the streets to carry out. They are going to carry out a high number of unlawful stops at largely target Black and Latino New Yorkers, according to a damning federal monitor's report filed Monday, the landmark NYPD Stop and Frisk case. The court-appointed watchdog overseeing the NYPD's controversial stop and frisk tactics in years-old litigation, Mylan Denerstein, examined the constitutionality of these stops, the frisk, and searches performed by covert anti-crime, in quotes, teams disbanded by Mayor Bill de Blasio and resurrected by Mayor Adams last year when he took office. The report found 24% of the stops were unconstitutional. Now, that should be troubling on face value. Without getting into the particulars of your ideology, 24% are considered unconstitutional. Well, what does that mean? That means during the process of the journey through justice, meaning the courts, many of those will get thrown out. They are not able to be prosecuted successfully. There's more. Citing the results as disappointing, the federal monitor found the units who wear modified uniforms similar to security guards and ride in unmarked cars to be the least compliant of all officers on patrol, and department oversight to be inadequate at all levels. Well, look at that cause and effect relationship. The people who believe they are special among the special, and they get to wear a special uniform and drive a very special car. And they do not have the oversight of other officers because they are very special. These cops are the number one violators. You see, this is the dimension of culture versus policy. Remember, those officers in that unit, they fall under the same exact policy as every other cop. However, the findings are damning. It shows this specialized unit, well, they don't follow the rules, nor are they forced to. There's more. Too many people are stopped, frisked, and searched unlawfully at the precinct level. Sergeants, lieutenants, and commanding officers failed to identify and correct the unconstitutional policing, Denerstein wrote in the Manhattan federal court filing. The mayor pledged to ensure guardrails protecting against mistakes of the past, like requiring the teams to undergo training on constitutional policing, dress in a modified uniform, and wear body cameras. Well, good for you. You don't think they know how to treat someone decent? Okay, we're gonna give them a constitutional class. We're gonna give them training. We're gonna give them a special uniform, that'll do it. And what else? Oh yeah, wear body cameras. Well, here's the problem. If you don't enforce the rule of wearing body cameras with absolute penalty, when they cut them off or when the footage gets lost, what happens? Well, nothing. The mayor said the job to do the oversight would be done by the federal monitor who issued Monday's report, who would make sure we are doing it correctly. Adams spokesman Fabian Levy on Monday said that the mayor has serious concerns with the methodology used by the monitor to produce the latest findings. He did not elaborate on those concerns or explain why the mayor's previous trust in the monitor had eroded. The report notes that the NYPD agreed with most of the monitor's assessment, citing a breakdown of findings the department accepted and contested. Of course, any unconstitutional stop is unacceptable, and we will strive to do better for New Yorkers every day. As Mayor Adams always says, the prerequisites to prosperity are public safety and justice. Let's pause just for a second. The prerequisites to prosperity, public safety, and justice. I can go with you there, Mayor. Do you not find it to be a violation of public safety when officers violate the rights of citizens? Who is public safety supposed to protect? The citizens or an industry? What is public safety protecting? The rights and freedoms of people, dear brother. That is what public safety is. Policing is a methodology that should get you to a place of public safety and protect the public safety values. Now, some will argue, well, Doc, it may be effective. Think about this. You know what else will be effective? And I disagree on the notion that it's effective because it allows individuals who would be dangerous, it allows them a pass because you're looking at black and brown folk only. But here's the reality. If you decided to take all the guns away right now in America, guess what would happen immediately? Less people would be shot and killed. Less children would be shot and killed. No, we can't do that, Doc. That's a violation of our constitutional right. You're damn right it is. It is. I agree with you. If the government came in your home, took all of your guns, yes, it would make the nation safer from gun violence, but it is not worth eroding the rights of the everyday person to get that result. You see, we're fine picking and choosing which demographic we're willing to violate to reach a particular goal. There's more. Neighborhood safety cops involved in self-initiated encounters had reasonable suspicion to stop people 69% of the time. Meaning they stopped 3 out of every 10 people illegally. Illegally. They had a legal basis for only 63% of searches. Out of 230 car searches, the teams recovered 2 damn weapons. 2. The report found the team in the 41st precinct, which serves Hunts Point and Longwood in the Bronx, to be the worst offender. Only 41% of stops, 32% of frisk, and 26% of searches were actually legal. That is called significant constitutional violations of people who live in New York. Don't let them play this game with you. They will tell you this is the only way they can do business. It is not. While conservatives will fight hard to make sure gun manufacturers are protected, that common sense gun reform is never a reality, no matter how many children die. Because they say, well, it's protecting a fundamental right. You know, you also have the right of life. You have the right of liberty. What about those rights? All right, Sharon, thoughts on this?
Mayor Adams is acting boldly as if he was elected with some kind of mandate. And I think he's probably looking past the mayorship. He wants more and is perhaps drunk with power, but he's starting to live up to his SNL parody, Dr. Richey, and it's really a shame. No black, no white, just another example of how there's just blue, and too often, once a cop, always a cop. And I just wonder if he's calling this specialized team the Scorpion Unit. You just watch. He should call it the Scorpion Unit. We know how that worked out.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. He likes branding things.